Urban Programmer here, back with another video. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, go ahead and subscribe. And in this video, I will answer the question, is programming hard? Now, for some reason, I just kind of thought about this question. I know a lot of people ask it, so is programming hard? Now, if you're thinking about is programming hard, I'm sure you haven't started programming yet. Maybe you've thought about programming, you have some interest in it. Maybe you want to become a programmer, do it on the side. Maybe you want to go to school for programming. Maybe you want to study computer science. Whatever the reason is, I'm sure you haven't. If you're thinking about this, you haven't already started programming, or maybe you having difficulty programming. I'm not sure. But to answer this question, is programming hard? I would say not really. I wouldn't say it's necessarily easy, but I wouldn't just say it's hard. Some areas in programming can be difficult, but the thing about it is you have so much resources on the internet that whatever you're trying to do in programming, you can pretty much find the answers to it on the internet, just by using Google. Now, as far as just programming, it's hard, but it's not hard. Like I said, it's kind of depending on what you're doing. Like if you're taking a programming class and you got to write some programming, and you having difficulty with it, it's just like anything else. You got to keep practicing it. You got to figure out what you need to do, how you need to do it. You got to solve the problem. That's why in programming it's good if you take a lot of math classes. They may help with programming, but just like anything else, you got to keep programming, keep at it. It should become less difficult. But just the concept of programming, I wouldn't say is necessarily hard. Now for new people who haven't programmed yet, when you see programming languages, it's like a foreign language to you. It's just like if you never learned Spanish or any other foreign language outside of your native language. It's gonna seem difficult at first, but once you start learning, it should be easy. But for me, I took some Spanish classes. I mean, it never really got easy for me. But generally speaking, it's not as hard as it may seem. Or if you talk to people who program, or they make it seem like it's real difficult, it's not really that difficult once you start to learn it. Anybody can learn how to program. It's not rocket science. Now, like if you go to college and you're trying to get like a computer science degree or maybe related degree, it's not the easiest. It's up there right around with like engineering and stuff, but as far as just programming, it's not the most difficult thing. And with the IDEs that they have out now, the IDEs do a lot of the work for you anyways. So, but you still want to be a good programmer. You still want to understand how programming languages work and know what's going on in the background at the same time. But anybody can program. Like I said, it's not rocket science. It's not as hard as people might make it seem. I think it's just more intimidating when you're looking at it from the outside when you haven't done it before. But once you start getting it and getting familiar with it, it should become easier. Now, some people do just have like a difficult time programming. Like for some reason, they have a difficult time with it. They can't grasp it. So a lot of times, this may happen like in college. A student might start off, he might try computer science, and the programming part is just too hard. I actually seen this. They might switch to maybe a related field like CIT, computer information technology, or just a whole nother different field, business or whatever. But I wouldn't give up. If you're having problems programming, I wouldn't give up. I would just stay at it, and eventually you'll get it. You know what I'm saying? I've been programming. I've been programming for a while now. I can't really think how long I've been programming, but I got a lot of years on my belt. Now I'm not just no expert. I'm not no super expert pro. Even though I've been programming for a while, I'm not gonna say I'm the best programmer in the world, but as far as programming, I've made applications. I'm studying computer science, so I got I got a lot of experience under my belt. But just the basics of programming is not that difficult. So if you're thinking about programming, I would tell you to go for it. And to answer the question, is programming hard? I would say not really. I'm not saying it's easy. I would just say it's not really hard either. You know, it's just all about you and time. Now, one thing with programming is it takes up a lot of time, especially when you're trying to figure out how to code whatever you're trying to do, and you trying to figure out how to code it right. You can spend hours just writing some lines of code. I mean, hours and hours. I done spent hours and stuff. When I had assignments, took me like most of a day to try to to code it right. So plan on spending a lot of time in program. I guess program is like one of the most stressful professions. You know what I'm saying? That I saw on the internet. I saw something about that. But and then I know programmers, so But as far as it's been hard, like I said, I don't think it's hard, and that's why I'm going to end this video. Make sure you subscribe. Urban Programmer.